One of the more unusual ham radio operator gatherings is called Quartzfest. I missed last year's event due to COVID restrictions, so this year's event was a don't miss gathering. Stick around for a quick overview. One of my favorite camping events occurs each year in mid to late January in the Roadrunner Campground on BLM land just south of Quartzite, Arizona. As with many camping activities, it's not only the event, but the people who make the event so much fun. The 2022 edition of Quartzfest was no exception. It was also the 25th anniversary edition of the Ham Radio gathering. The all-volunteer planning committee puts together an excellent program with RV activities, radio activities, and plenty of time to visit with other radio enthusiasts. This year's activities included plenty of radio-related presentations, RV presentations, an off-road tour of the area, a Summits on the Air hike and activation, as well as lessons on cast iron cooking, gold panning, and metal detecting. The event overlaps with the Quartzite Big Tent RV trade show, so there are lots of in-town activities too. Here's a quick overview of this year's activities. For me, the trip is just a couple of hours west of my home in Phoenix. The Saturday trip on I-10 West was uneventful. Up on the Quartzsite exits. This is exit 19. Normally this is where we would get off, turn left, and then go through a neighborhood and end up on Highway 95 going south. In my case, I'm going to go to exit 17 because I want to stop at the Loves before I go to my campsite. This is coming from the west. Exit 17, and as you can see, we're stopped. It's a two-lane road that goes by all those vendors and by the big tent. So we're just gonna take it as it comes. We've got about a mile of this, so hopefully we won't spend too much time stacked up in this traffic. Well, the traffic's still pretty slow going. Don't have too much further, but as you can see, these are all of the vendors. Lots of tents and RVs over there. You can get just about anything you want, from kitchenware to power tools to rocks and artwork. On the right side is the RV show and the big tent. This is the Roadrunner camping. Quartzfest is normally kind of in the back corner here, so we've got a few hundred yards to drive, and we'll come up on the welcome tent, sign in, and go find a spot. I'm part of a group of hams that have camped together for the last couple of years. We share noon and dinner meals as well as cooking chores. So this is Sunday morning. We're all set up. I think those of us who are camping together are all together. This is my rig. Barry over here. Mike in the little iGo. Dan camps light in his pickup. Randy's getting coffee there. And here is Jerry and Amy. Notice that big HF antenna on the dash or the front quarter panel of their Chevy. going to be a nice day today. The weather blew through last night, and we're looking forward to a great day. Information sessions are held in a couple of spaces carved out near the Quartzfest welcome tent. This year, all presentations were done outdoors. RVs provided windbreaks for the presentations, and loudspeakers and mics ensured all could hear. Besides the opening and closing sessions, each of the days included a happy hour session where planners reviewed the day's activities and tomorrow's schedule. There were also lots of drawings for raffle prizes each day. Sadly, I didn't win anything this year.
Can I get somebody to come up here and help pass out raffle tickets? Everybody's got tickets. Happy hour for day 2 of Quartzfest 2022. How many of you are here? Yeah, that worked pretty good. If you want to come out to the campfire in the morning, feel free to start it. There's a propane torch back there by the wood, and you can use that to cheat to get the fire started. Oh, you got your camper? Oh, okay, you can leave it out here. Tomorrow we have a seminar on antenna launchers, and those are pneumatic launchers, air launchers. So if you're out field day or something like that, want to put an antenna up in a tree, the air launcher will shoot your wire up over the branches. Next up, we have a Bowfang UV5R, and the winner of that Bowfang is 563089.
Was it an RV or trailer? Class A code. So you have 2 battery systems. So one battery or batteries will start.
There was also evening campfires at the main campfire ring each night. Our group tended to gather around our own site's campfire. There were no presentations scheduled for Tuesday morning, so folks could go into town and visit the Big Tent Show and other vendors. My camping buddies dropped me off at the tent and did some other errands in town while I attended the show.
Cloudy.
One of the really interesting aspects of ham radio has to do with APRS, or Automatic Position Reporting. While it may be hard to see in this photo, the little smudge in the photo is a pico balloon. This little balloon and transmitter combination attained an altitude of over 31,000 feet and broadcast its position to APRS ground stations. The payload for this balloon includes a transmitter, a solar panel to provide power, and a GPS module to gather location data and assign transmitter frequencies, depending on where in the world the balloon is located. Amazingly, all this weighs in at about the weight of 2 quarters. The lightweight falls significantly below the FAA's and international regulations for what is considered a hazard to flight. Over the course of the event, one balloon had crossed the Atlantic Ocean, and a few days after the event, It had nearly circumnavigated the Earth. Evening campfires were a great way to swap stories and share info on radio topics. We spent evenings checking on our whisper antenna contest and enjoying a little music. Well, one of the fun things that we do out here in the Quartzfest activities is find interesting ways to entertain ourselves. In this case, we've got a couple of the folks here in our campsite, Natalie, who's a new ham, and Jerry Ellsworth, who is not, have been having whisper contests. And so, as you can see, we've got, in this case, the super antenna tuned to 20 meters. Got some radios set out, a little phone charger type battery pack, and a little whisper transmitter that is transmitting out on 20 meters at 200. And then back here, we've got Jerry's antenna. It's a backpacking antenna that she has got configured for 20 meters, also with some radios and that same type of whisper transmitter. And so in the evenings, they turn these guys on and follow the contacts that they've gotten, the reports that they've gotten through that whisper network. And they have a contest competing against whose antenna is better. First night, this antenna with Jerry's configuration made the best of the contest. But the next two nights, this super antenna proved to be more widespread in the signals, with each of them reaching all over the United States, Hawaii, Alaska, and the winner last night reached the west coast of Africa, all on 200 milliwatts of power.
Jerry's the leader, but that'll end soon.
We need a hand signal. Wait, I'm not the leader. You're the leader.
I can come up with a hand signal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had our little
I got it.
dinner
An
and
off-center
all that
fed
stuff over there, and I
dipole.
said, those guys are all Peter
This
now.
is
I
the
said, I
symbol,
know people
everybody,
are
for
gonna
our
be going
club.
till at least 9 o'clock.
Yeah, at least 9.
I think some of
Window.
us may be walking over.
Across his back, well, he didn't mind the quack, and the legs on the dangling down, no, no, he didn't mind the quack, and the legs on the dangling down, no. Well, the old gray.
One of the notable ham celebrities at the event was author and longtime ham educator Gordon West. He dropped by several times to enjoy some campfire cobbler and join in the conversation.
How is it? Everybody have a good day?
Chair over
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I have a chair?
Chair.
Oh my gosh.
Sit down and enjoy the beautiful colors of the fire.
It is. Let's see. Let me see. It's salt. Is that right? Sodium?
Yes. I
Did
think
I get
copper.
that right?
Copper. Maybe probably copper. That we put in. Copper sulfate, for sure.
And gunpowder?
No. Didn't hear that.
Well, everybody have a great day.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I replaced the propane changeover and regulator on my trailer.
Our camping buddy Randy, K7AGE, won the FT8 Distance Challenge category with a contact to Thailand. He's also got a video on his YouTube channel describing the setup he has in his travel trailer. If you're a ham RVer, it's worth a view. Distance Challenge prize packages included ARRL gift certificates, a nice Heil microphone, and other goodies worth about $500. Way to go, Randy.
Northern Arizona DX Association DX Distance Challenge crew. Thanks for doing this again.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure. Kilo 7 Alpha Golf Echo.
Hey!
All right.
Yeah, blew everybody else out of the water.
Yeah, this gentleman's here. November X-Ray 6 Delta.
This year, the weather really cooperated. It rained a bit on arrival day, but after those showers, it was clear throughout the event. Lows were a bit chilly with a couple of mornings dipping down below 30 degrees, but highs were in the upper 60s to low 70s. It's the desert, so a couple of breezy days were expected. Even then, winds were mainly light and variable. It was sad to break camp and say goodbye to friends until next year, but all good things must come to an end. Hey, if you found this video helpful, please click the thumbs up button below the video and subscribe to the Weekend Camper channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. If your interests are more aligned with radios and other electronic gadgets, check out my Gadget Talk channel here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.